Hi, good morning. How are you? It was so good to get the chance to talk to you again. Today we have people from Hawaii, Los Angeles, Vancouver, Philippines, Hong Kong. Wow, we're a lot of good people here. Man, it was good. And it was really nice to actually see you folks again. Today's webinar will be really good. You know why? Because a lot of people don't realize if you really have overweight, you really need to take effort to lower that weight because it truly will help you on, oh, that's right. Let me share with you why I create this lecture. Because first of all, I really appreciate many of you actually came back to me, during the week. And they will say that, wow, I like your webinar. What you should not eat before you go to sleep. And definitely that is a very good webinar. The reason why I say that is quite a few people was telling me, they said, hey, why my blood sugar goes up high during when I sleep. And I found many of you or people who asked that question, I found that they actually have maybe fruits, maybe an orange even before they go to sleep, or like 10 o'clock and they have some fruits, but the fruits they have is sugary, and some of them even have dessert, although the dessert is small amount but still a dessert, and they didn't drink Lowsutea after that. So net result, they brought the blood sugars way up there, like 10, 11, 12, which is like 180, 190 throughout the whole night. Wow, I think that is no good, because you really cannot have the whole night with high blood sugar. You know what I'm saying? So really, at the end of the day, it's not good to have this type of habit to eat sweet and or sugary fruits before you go to sleep. And if you do that, make sure you drink a lot of Lowsuteas. Like when you do it, maybe 8 o'clock, you do a sweet, and you drink a lot of Lowsutea within 2 hours. At least you bring that sugar down throughout the evening, rather than you did all that at 11 o'clock before you go to sleep, and your blood sugar is out high for the whole evening, and that's not healthy. So just want to make sure you remember that. Now, the reason why I actually did this webinar is because it's so important to lower your weight. If you don't lower your weight, you might not achieve the remission you want. Or you can say, wow, I'm not diabetic yet, I want to go back to 5.7. With that of A1C 5.7, you need to have also lower your weight. So pre-diabetic, diabetic is the same. Hello, I'm Andrew Lau, Lowsutea President. 你好，各位朋友，好多謝大家又係今日 share 啲時間俾我哋啦。咁其實點解做呢個講座咁重要，係能夠幫助你降低你嘅磅數咧？因為如果你降低磅數，你有好多好嘅 benefit 嘅。第一個好嘅 benefit 就係你唔會有呢個糖尿病啦，同埋仲有你唔會教好多糖尿病嘅後患症啦。仲有咧，原來你 lower 10% 咧，你就已經係 achieve 咗1個 point of percent of A1C 嘅。咁其實好重要嘅，係咪？So 我哋依家揼呢個講座咧，幫助俾啲 tips 你能夠點能夠降低嘅磅數。So today's webinar is going to be a very good webinar to help you to basically to show you how you can able to lower your blood sugar by basically to Eugene, can you see the screen again? I hope you can. To basically so you can able to understand if you have lower your weight, you can also help you to lower your blood sugar. All your health are tremendously affected to be very, very good. So wow, this is so wonderful, right? Because it give you much healthier and also much better, feel much energetic and so forth. So that is what today's webinar is all about. Okay, thank you, Eugene. Thank you for all the feedback. Okay, so the topic today we're going to talk about, we'll give you 21 tips how to take the food, exercise, achieve low blood sugar, plus importantly, meeting your weight target, and that is so important. So remember that, meeting your weight target, okay? So that is something that I really want you guys to be able to have, and will be good. You guys can achieve that, okay? So I'm just gonna take about 5 minutes just to catch up with everybody regarding of diabetes. As you know, diabetes cannot get well. Only thing you can control, you need to get your A1C to 6.4 down to 5.7. That is your target. You have to go below 6.4 to 5.7. And to able to undo that, you gotta have dieting. You have to not to eat white food, meaning the powder, fries, cut down the soda, juice, and start to drink Lowsutea. And very important, besides the diet, you have exercise, control your weight, and so that way your diabetes could be managed. 嗱，各位朋友，你知道咧，我講得好特別啦，就因為好多朋友入嚟都係新㗎啦。其實今日都有好多個係新人入嚟嘅，又係10幾20個。咁我想大家了解到咧，糖尿病咧係永遠都唔好嘅，只能夠控制。控制咧要做啲咩咧？你一定要控制你嘅血糖啦。咁點控制啊？前期患病同埋後期已經糖尿病者一式一樣嘅。你一定要控制咧，就係要有唔好食你嘅白粉啦，即係話你個麵啊、飯啊食好少好少啊。咁仲有一樣嘢咧，要食多啲菜啊嗰啲咁嘅東西啦。之後再講多啲啊。咁仲有咧，好似 exercise 啦，同埋飲去糖茶啦。如果你呢幾樣做到咧，chance 你係控制到血糖咧，由 A1C 6.4 all the way down to 5.7咧係好高嘅。所以記住係呢個係一生嘅病嚟嘅，就唔係一個今日食咗嘢，聽日好翻，冇呢樣嘢。前期同埋糖尿病者都係一式樣 ，OK？ So how do you get 4 stages of diabetes basically? And the first stage is your cholesterol, LDL go up, and your sugar goes up. That is a typical sign of stage 1 diabetes, stage 1 of an early stage of diabetes. And that result, they will damage your B cells. So the B cells are the one that take the sugar into the cell. So that damage, the sugar not going to cell. So got more sugar in there, and the blood becomes thick because your cholesterol and your cholesterol and your sugar are mixed up. So you got to start forming all these plaque on your vessels, and that will be entire body. Imagine that, entire body you form plaques, and that result you're going to start getting all kind of issue. Keep going, moving, you get all kind of issue. If you don't do anything, same thing, then you're going to start stage 3, which is your pre-diabetic. Your A1C will start moving up from 5.7 all the way to 6.4. And if you cannot don't do anything, you know what, you convert to be a diabetic on stage 4. And that result, you will always be diabetic. You cannot go back. You cannot go. Even your emission, you are still a diabetes, only the emission of good, no sign symptom anymore, and your blood sugar going low. But once you don't do control again, boom, it will go up again. So net result, very important. You gotta have continue well controlled to continue with your emission. Okay, keep that in mind. 各位同學，4個 stage of diabetes 咧係個個都會有嘅。第一個咧就係 LDL 膽固醇上去啦，糖上去啦，咁就 damage 晒你嘅損壞啲B cells 啦，個 B cells 就帶啲糖入去個細胞度，咁越整越多糖啦，咁然後咧你血管咧就全部咧有好多嗰個platform 啦，咁你血壓又會上升啦，咁第二個 stage 血壓上升啦，咁第3個 stage 你繼續唔做嘢咧，你 A1C 咧就 5.7 一路上到咧 6.4。如果你繼續唔做嘢唔 control 咧，你就會變咗糖尿病者。嗱，當你一轉咗糖尿病者咧 ，sorry， 你係唔會翻轉頭，你會 always 係糖尿病嘅。所以呢個係一個好重要嘅東西。記住，你哋一定要咧係可以能夠控制。就算你依家係變翻好嘅 A1C 5.7，但係你唔繼續做翻嘢咧 ，sorry，you become continue be change 翻去一個糖尿病者。So remember。You do not get well, even your emission. If you do not control again, you like keep eating different thing and no control, you will back to normal, or not normal, you will get to a diabetic stage. And I saw so many clients like that already. So do not put yourself into that stage again. Now, why you drink Lowsutea? Lowsutea helps because of the fact that we have 2 very important things. One, guava leaf, help you block the sugar into the vessels, and so you have less sugar in there, so you don't not use a lot of insulin to put the sugar into the cells. Bitter melon act like an insulin booster, act like an insulin, put the sugar into the cell. Plus, one thing very important, insulin, bitter melon also takes sugar, cholesterol, and salt out the body through urine. So that result, your cholesterol came down, your sugar came down, your sodium came down. So, and overall, your body sugar will be coming down because they also act as insulin to take the sugar in the cell. So it's a wonderful product, a superfood, if you will, to help you. It's not a drug, it's just a drink, a food, which help you to lower your blood sugar, and really proven works. OK， 嗱，各位同學好簡單。我哋嘅產品呢個Lowsutea點解會 work 咧？就係因為第一佢有個快手喺入邊就 block 咗啲糖進入你血管裏邊。咁少糖喺裏邊啦，咁但係有糖喺裏邊嘅時候咧，就苦瓜咧就帶啲糖，好似胰島素一樣，帶啲糖細胞裏邊。仲有一樣好特別，苦瓜係將啲糖、膽固醇同埋鹽咧係掟咗出去個尿嗰度啊。咁變咗嚟講咧，你嘅糖一定會降低，膽固醇又降低。當鹽降低嘅時候咧，你血壓都會降低。所以呢個係一個好特別嘅東西嚟嘅。And it really works。所以我哋有晒 patient 嘅 study 咧 ，show 咗24個 patient 咧。嗰啲亦都好多糖友，現在俾翻答案咧，就佢哋真係降低血糖嘅。Now, if you don't do anything, what could happen? The sad part is, diabetic will not get well. You're going to start getting a stroke, potential to get stroke, because remember all the vessels are plugged up, right? So you will damage all your vessels, so you might have stroke, and you might lose memory. Your eye will be all damaged because of all the plug of blocking all the blood sugars into your vessels. So you may end up with cataract, glaucoma, and then you also will have a problem of pancreas malfunction because the sugar doesn't work anymore, and the insulin doesn't work anymore. You get a lot more insurance, so you will get pancreas malfunction. And 40% of diabetes will get heart disease because all the vessels are being blocked. Eventually, you're going to have actually heart becomes blocked so much that you're going to end up have coronary artery disease. So that is going to be terrible because you got a heart attack and nerve damage. Like if you nerve damage, you can't feel anymore. And on top of that, you also lose memory. Matter of fact, they talk about type 3 diabetic is actually become Alzheimer's disease, and that's part of those nerve damage because sugar plugged in damage your brains that you can't really sense all the information. That is tremendously, sad because you end up your computer doesn't work anymore, and your high blood pressure. Again, you got damaged blood vessel, high blood pressure, that you may potentially stroke, and worse than if you cannot feel in the injury, your foot is not going to heal. So you're going to end up amputated, damage your kidney, that you're going to end up dialysis. 30% of clients who have diabetes have no sex life because they can't feel. And so pregnancy with the people with pregnancy with, for example, gestation diabetic, don't think that they will disappear because when you get older, that might come back. Okay, so that's why you have to continue control your sugar to help you out. 嗱，各位同學，嗱記住咧，糖尿病就唔會好嘅，但係個損壞咧，全身都會損壞，嗰個先慘啊！咁其實咧好多教授都話，其實你話 COVID-19 係慘，因為呢個慘啲啊，其實呢個係慘啲嘅，呢個係更加嚴重啲嘅。個原因因為一世係會損毀你嘅身體。咁從來咧有中風嘅風險啦，你眼會青光盲睇唔到啦，你胰島素唔 work 啦，同埋咧會心臟病，因為所有血管都塞噶嘛，塞咗之後咧，咁你會有 heart attack 喎，係咪？咁仲有咧神經損毀啦，你記唔到嘢 ，Alzheimer's disease 啦，咁你有個電腦壞咗點算啊？我記唔到嘢喎，個仔女都記唔到。嗱，有一個 good example， 有個朋友就係咁啦，佢有糖尿病，做咗一段時間㗎啦，都幾嚴重㗎啦。咁佢依家連個老公都唔記得咗啊，幾慘啊！個老婆、老公都唔記得，真係好傷心啊！個老公啊，真係好傷心。我結咗婚咁多年，個老婆唔認得我 ，OK， 因為就係糖尿病 ，OK。咁啊，仲有啦，血壓高啦，會爆血管啦，腳可以斬咗佢啦，因為啲傷患唔好咧，就好啦。就我好多經驗睇我哋嘅糖友真係好 suffer 嘅。有個同埋你個腎臟又壞咗啦，咁你要洗腎啦，同埋咧30%嘅 糖友咧係冇乜性功能，因為點解咧？你 feel 唔到啊。咁仲有咧就懷孕有併發症咧 ，gestation diabetic 咧，依個咧將來亦都有可能變咗 diabetic， 所以真係要唔好俾啲糖整到咁高嘅時候咧 ，block 咗啲血管咧，就其實依個對身咧十分唔好嘅。Keep in mind, you know, one of the things that diabetes can be very damaging in a sense, not only physical but social. Really, I'll give you one example. One of my friends who is actually one of my users, she has severe diabetic, and now she drink and started to help her, but it's too late because her sugar is so high already. Although it brought her blood sugar now down to like 7 or 6.5, something around the area, but her damage is so bad. Now she start losing her mind that she cannot remember the husband. So husband is very sad because, hey, I'm married for 50 years, but my wife don't recognize me anymore. So imagine that. That's scary, so sad. So I really hope that we don't get into that stage. Although, you know, her blood sugar is low now, but because it's damaged, appears that it won't work. Will not work to help her eliminate the disease, but help her to at least, in a sense, her blood sugar go down, don't get further damage on all the vessels. So anyway, our objective, as you know, is help you to decrease your blood sugar so you can prevent you to early conversion of pre-diabetic to diabetes. And then we'll also help you to, if you're diabetic, we'll eliminate the complication. And so you delay your complication. And we have 5 programs with dieting, teach you a low carb diet, low fat diet. We'll ask you to walk 10,000 steps per day for 5 times a week. Also weight control. Today, the program is all about weight control, help you. And also Dr. Webinar, just like what we'll talk about today, and how do you get daily blood tracking to really understand what is your blood issue. So hopefully what we'll do is from here, we'll help you from A1C drop down to 5.7. And that will be your goal here, my friend. Everybody will have to have a healthy blood sugar level. So net result, you will never, or you will not able to achieve the kind of things that just now we'll talk about, all the negative things that we have talked about, like, you know, stroke, eye problem, heart problem. If your A1C is 5.7, you'll be very healthy. Okay, let's keep it that way. Okay, that's what we're trying to do. 嗱，各位同學，我哋嘅目標咧，其實咧就唔係想俾你飲多啲血糖茶嘅，希望你能夠你係前期患病，你唔會變咗糖尿病者。如果糖尿病者，你唔會更加有糖尿病嘅併發症。咁呢樣就好好嘅身體健康係咪？咁我哋教你點食嘢啊，有咩好處啊，有咩食啲低碳水化合物啊，同埋 low fat 嘅大例啊，教你 exercise 啊，同埋教你點去 weight control 啊，點磅啊，減磅啊。今日嘅 lecture 就講咗點減磅啊，咁同埋我哋好多 doctor webinar 啦，我自己嘅 webinar 啦，咁亦都咧教你點去度血啦，咁然後知道咧呢個咧原來點去知道你由 A1C 跌到5.7咧，計咗5.7度，咁呢個係我哋嘅成個做方法嘅 mission 就喺度，我哋任務就喺度啦。So today, really what we'll talk about is how to help you to keep your weight or lower your weight. That is an important mission, my friend, because lower your weight can also lower your A1C. You all can do it, I can tell you. I can do it, you can do it, because I came from 225 pounds, went down to 195 pounds, okay? So I know I can do it, but on the other hand, you have 5 pounds go up and down, okay? Right now, because I went to the state, ate a lot, now at 200 pounds. So I'm going to go back to 5 pounds again and eventually go some more. So my next target is 190. So we continue to lower ourselves. I think if we go 190, my blood sugar will continue going down further and will keep us to be continue healthy. I'll feel much better. So today, webinar, we'll talk more about weight control and meeting a weight target. 嗱，今日堂友記住，如果你磅重係好高嘅話，你個問題咧最重要嘅就 lower 你個磅。如果你減磅係10%，你嘅自己嘅成個身體嘅 body weight 咧，咁其實咧 A1C 係跌1 point。如果你係跌到呢樣嘢嘅時候咧，你身體一定會好，同埋咧你個血糖一定會低啲。咁變咗嚟講咧，大家都好嘅。咁變咗嚟講，今日咧我哋做嘅東西咧， 就希望點能夠幫到你減磅，搣到你個磅數嘅目標。OK， 今日就講呢樣嘢。So anyway, a lot of pre-diabetic people or diabetic people think that, wow, I just do diet. That will be good. That will help me to lower my blood sugar. And matter of fact, one day I will even have type 2 remission. Well, really, at the end of the day, that is not quite there yet. Yes, diet is very important. Don't misunderstand. Diet, it is important. It's one of the elements to help you lower your blood sugar, lower your weight. However, there are more than that. So the studies show that just diet is not enough to help you to lower your blood sugar, but you also need exercise, losing your weight, and then you can potentially have type 2 diabetic remission. Okay, meaning that you will drop your A1C back to maybe 5.7, if not maybe lower than 6. So that is a real mistake. So as I mentioned, if you have 10% body weight loss, 10% of your body weight, you actually lower 1.1% of A1C, but that will be very good too. So today we're going to give you 21 tips to help you to how to achieve your better blood sugar goal and your weight goal. And that's what we want to do, weight goal. Now, the doctor was saying to me, and the doctor will tell you the same thing. If you have lower your weight, you'll be healthier, you'll feel better, and everything. So today we'll give you the secret of the skill set, how to do that. Okay? 嗱，各位朋友記住，如果你係呢個淨係即係diet 咧係唔夠嘅，因為如果淨係diet咧，你係做唔到，你會係減磅啦，因為你冇 exercise 啦，亦都或者冇食嘅東西，淨係食嘅東西係唔夠啦。咁點去做呢樣嘢咧？其實係我今日係俾21個 tips 俾你，能夠俾你真係能夠達到你個磅數嘅目標。咁呢個係好重要嘅，因為你10% 少咗磅數咧，減 1% 嘅 A1C， 哇好喎！如果你10呢入變咗9喎，係咪？所以今日嘅 webinar 係有21個 tips 俾你嘅。Okay, losing your weight, exercise regular is really always the key thing. You got to have exercise regularly to lower your weight. And so losing weight with exercise is actually help you to also achieve better blood sugar benefit. Okay, what's that mean? In other words, if I continue to exercise, I lower my weight, you know what? Additional benefit I will have lessened my heart disease. I will less time a stroke because your blood pressure come down, your cholesterol come down, your blood sugar come down, less vessel damage, less blockage. Wow, isn't that real wonderful? You kill one bird, using one stone and kill many, many birds, right? So you want to do that. So you want to make sure that all the extra weight are moving away. You have a lower blood sugar, you have better weight control, you have lessened risk of heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, all those will come along. Then if you're a woman, one more thing, if you lower your weight, the chances you develop breast cancer are also lower because studies show that if you have high weight, if you lower it, the cancer is less versus the woman has the same big weight, okay? So exercise daily with low carb diet will help you successful first maintain your weight loss, you will decrease obesity, lower your blood sugar, and you will feel energized and better. Wow, isn't that good? So it will give you a win-win health benefit, definitely, okay? 嗱，各位堂友記住，其實咧唔係淨係話我係食嘢算啦。其實一定要 exercise， 繼續成日 exercise， 唔淨止係 diet。如果係咁嘅話咧，你嘅糖一路降低。如果糖降低，又 exercise， 又個 weight 降低咧，你有好多不同嘅好處嘅。第一好處就係心臟病少咗啦，血壓高少咗啦，個 chance of stroke 又少咗啦。第二，如果 for 女士嘅話咧，佢可能仲有係少咗咩啊？好重要 cancer、breast cancer 啊！呢個咧係一個好好嘅東西，佢有 study show 咧，如果你係 糖尿病唔係糖尿病，即係肥胖嘅人啊，如果你減咗磅咧 ，chance accumulation 係少咗嘅 ，versus 啲人就 keep the same 磅啦。所以變咗，如果你係繼續 exercise，用 low carb diet， 又可以能夠有 weight loss， 變咗咧你唔會有肥胖咧，其實你 blood sugar 又降低，你又 feel better， 又會好多 energy， 又會 feel more confidence。咁其實咧一個好一個雙贏嘅局面嚟嘅，所以十分重要，所以記住做呢樣嘢。So how are you going to able the tips to help you to maintain your continued good habit of losing your weight, and also to keep track what you're doing and keep track to monitor the kind of good result that you have on your weight loss? First of all, you have to write down everything you eat. You can write down in a book, you can write down a cell phone. I actually have a watch. So I have a Fitbit watch, and so whatever I eat, I can write it down on my cell phone. It's really good, very convenient. I always know what I eat. And later I will give you a sheet. You can actually write down an Excel sheet, also can do that. So you're going to have a food journal to always keep track what you eat. And that is really good, because if your blood sugar going up, like you take your blood sugar and suddenly you say, wow, my blood sugar going up. What I did is I ate a lot of ice cream. Yeah, that's fine. That's basically, so I don't want to eat too much ice cream then, right? So you can see my blood sugar is 6.1 now, because I keep track all the things I eat. 6.1 is about 115 around there. So I know if I have good tracking, I would eliminate those food that I want to eat, like 3 scoops of ice cream. Forget it. I give half scoop of ice cream you're gonna have to eat. So I at least drink Lowsutea at the same time. I eat half ice cream. That's okay. I can enjoy it. I can have a little bit of it, but I know what food increase my blood sugar. So you gotta document. And on top of that, you also know if I eat ice cream and cake, and next day my weight go up 2 pounds, then forget it. Next time I will cut down my cake or my whatever I eat. So what food that brought more weight for you. So you gotta remember, food journal is so important to understand your sugar and your weight. And so with that, at the end of the day, I will give you a link, and you can take a picture of the picture I have. I will put the link also in the chat window. You can copy. Then you can able to actually measure yourself all the time and download. Okay, so do that. 各位朋友，好重要咧，其實咧，你做咩都好咧，要寫低。如果你唔寫得咧，弊家伙啦。點解咧？因為你唔寫得，你可能真係唔知道你食咗咩嘅。咁但係當你食咗咩嘅時候，你知道咧，咁我講你如果雪糕梗係唔食啦，或者食多啲其他嘢都唔食啦。咁變咗係對你十分幫助 ，right？ 咁如果係講我唔食呢啲嘢，咁我梗係唔會整高咗血糖，亦都唔整到 weight， 幾好啊！咁所以 food journal 即係寫低每樣嘢咧係好重要嘅，記住你食咩嘢。咁最後咧，我最後嗰頁咧個 webinar 嗰度有個Excel 嘅 form 俾你，咁你就可能夠每日寫低磅重係咩，食咗咩，你血糖係乜嘢，咁你變咗咧就好容易 measure 你自己啦。OK， so important, record what you eat, write down your book or cell phone number, and also record your weight, so you understand what food that brought up your blood sugar and also your weight. Okay, now very important, we got to eat slowly. Now why do you eat slowly? Because when you eat slowly, you chew everything, you taste everything. More interesting is when you do that, you actually allow the body to recognize you are full. You are also filling yourself. If you eat very fast, actually you will have no time to digest. So you might actually have overeat. So you don't want to do that, to have overeating. Then they say, oh, I'm so full, man, I'm so full. So eat slowly. We really have 2 benefits. One, you enjoy your food. I taste everything. I know I have pepper here. I know orange juice, lemon taste, or fish taste, whatever. So that is really good. So eat slowly from now on. So second tip, eat slowly. 嗱，各位同學，第一個記住寫低食咩啦，第二個係咩啊？慢慢食，因為慢慢食咧就幫助你每一次咧都係感受到你食嘅係乜嘢。仲有一個好處咧，你唔會食得好快嘅時候咧，你個人 boom 好飽啦咁啊弊家伙啦，因為你好多時咧就 overeat 嘅，即係食得多嗰陣，因為你個胃冇咁快俾話俾你好飽啊，所以食完飯之後哇好飽好辛苦。So always eat slowly， 慢慢食 ，OK？ 咁你就唔會咧係忽然間就覺得我食得太多啦咁 ，OK？So always eat slowly, enjoy your food. Now, also you need to keep a daily journal to keep yourself an emotion of the day and be more grateful for what you have. Now, why I say that? A lot of people don't realize if you're upset, you are emotional upset. You know what you're gonna go for? When you're stressed, upset, you start eating. You got to add sweet. I got to eat like a piece of cake, and I will also have snacks. So when you're stressed, you tend to do all these things that you should not do because you can add a snack, sweet, or do what? Increase your sugar and weight. So you do not want to do that. So it will be good to recognize your own stress. Write it down. Oh, I feel kind of upset. When you write it down, why you upset will help you to cool down. When it helps you to cool down, you know what? You're going to have less chances to start grabbing snacks to add your weight. So acknowledge what you upset, write it down with a journal, and also write down why it stressed you. And then with that, you actually will help you a better cope. Or you can call some friends, talk about your frustration, instead of going to getting some stress with sweet and snacks. I think that would be really helpful for you to let it out in the air and let it out to yourself to know what you are. OK， 其實好重要咧，每個人都有好多即係情緒嘅問題嘅。咁如果你冇有情緒問題咧，就應該咧首先要感激，點解有呢個世界喺度咧？點解自己生存咧？咁 acknowledge 呢啲嘢先。第二樣嘢就 acknowledge 㗎，你點解會令到自己咁 upset 咧？如果你寫低咗，或者你可以同阿朋友傾下偈咧，其實幫助你咧就唔會好快脆嘣一聲，我好 stressful 啊，我就食啲 snack 啊，食 cookie 啊，擺好多嘢喺口度啊，係咁照啊。咁嗰陣時你就弊家伙，因為當你做咗一樣嘅時候咧 ，guess what？ 你血糖會高啦，磅數高，唔會好嘅。所以其實咧好重要咧，你自己了解你自己嘅情緒嘅問題，寫低佢，或者如果真係好 upset， 同朋友傾下偈 ，rather 去食啲 snack 或者食啲甜品。So really good to put a journal to say what I stress for, that you better cope yourself that way. And it will be actually is a very good method to help you out to lower your stress and anger and more appreciation the people around you. Because tell you, God gave you this, man. You should always be happy to be lovely for yourself. And you are happy to be enjoy your life all around. You don't need to be rich to be enjoyed. You can just look at the sky. Today's blue sky. Isn't that wonderful? Using that will help you tremendously. So the third is cooking for the week with a weekly menu. Now, what's that mean? Actually, a lot of people, a lot of people really are stressed out to, I have to cook today, I have to cook today. But see, if you cook for a whole week and you can able to allow you to actually plan a good menu and exactly know what you eat, what you cook. For example, I buy all the lean pork and fish and cook for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all the way to Saturday. Maybe with that, I can only just, microwave. So make sure what you make, every meal you cook, how much you eat, so that we're able to have the whole food menu control. If you can't cook one time, cook 2-3 days one time, it will also helpful to lower the risk of the stress of cooking. But net result, you also see all what you do is how good it is. So very important, you always, prepare ahead of time with a planned meal. If you can't cook whole week, no problem. 2-3 days, no problem. but at least a planned meal, you don't have to stretch and stuff like that. So this is one way. So the point 4 is always know what you eat, plan for your menu. So continue with a consistent of low carb, low fat, low salt diet will help you tremendously. And there's a lot of cookbook to also tell you this too. So that will be really cool. 嗱，各位朋友，嗱好多時咧，我知道煮飯咧好費火嘅，好難嘅。咁最重要咧，其實咧就真係要咧去做一個每一個禮拜嘅 plan menu， 星期六做呢樣嘢啦。咁 plan menu 食乜嘢啊？有咩好嘅碳水化合物啊？所以啲每日你都有 plan 咗，咁你就唔使去 stress 去 plan。同埋咧，好多時咧，或者你2、3日煮一次飯，亦都可以嘅，唔係煮飯啊，即係煮餸咯。Sorry about that. So 如果2日煮一次飯咧，或者3日煮一次餸咧，咁就幫助你能夠係食啲嘢係會係舒服啲。咁變咗嚟講，你唔會咁好，即係成日煮飯啦。咁幫助你每一次你都知道食乜嘢，同埋亦都幫助你咧去有個計劃性去將你嘅食嘅嘢咧係全部 well 控制喺個低糖、低鹽、低 cholesterol 嘅餐單裏邊啊。咁頭先我唔記得講一樣嘢咧，其實你要寫低你個即係有咩對你情緒好煩啊，唔係咁開心咁樣寫低佢，因為咁咧就可能夠控制到咧你唔會 over stress。知道點控制呢樣嘢，咁亦都令到血糖咧唔會高，因為你 stress 嘅咧血糖會高嘅。咁所以變咧就寫低你嘅情緒嘅問題，亦都有咩開解嘅問題。如果有咩唔開解到，揾下朋友傾下偈啦，咁亦都 OK 㗎。OK， so very important type. The 4th tip is maybe cook for the whole week, if not plan for the whole week, so you know exactly what you eat. Sleeping, number 5. Sleeping is so important. A lot of people don't realize if you don't have enough sleep, you know what? You are very stressful. Your weight can go up because of the fact that when you don't sleep, you know what's going to happen? You start craving for food. You're going to start eating chips. You're going to get this whatever salty item to keep you awake, for example. You're looking for food around the house. That net result, you gain your weight, and also net result, you gain your sugar, and that's not good for you. So also when you lack of sleep, you know what? You're very emotional. You're cranky, remember? And on top of that, you'll feel hungry and have no sleep. And that hungry will you generate a hungry hormone called gremlin. And then that hungry hormone will get you to say, oh, I want to eat some more food. So actually, if you don't have that problem, you will only eat food good for your body and actually better control your blood sugar and your weight, rather than you just, because I'm tired, I'm cranky, so I will put all the snack junks in your mouth. That's not good. So have enough sleep. So what is enough sleep? 7 hours per day. Make sure you have 7 hours per day. 5 hours is not enough sleep, and that you're gonna end up cranky. So 好重要，每一個堂友真係要有夠瞓嘅時間啦。咩夠瞓嘅時間？就7個鐘係夠瞓嘅時間。嗱，當你唔夠瞓嘅時候，好大問題咧，好多時咧就出去揾嘢食啦。揾嘢食係食咩？好多時咧食 chips 啊、cookies 啊。因為個問題咧，當你係好唔夠瞓嘅時候咧，你精神上有好多壓力咧，就會令到你有一個叫做肚餓嘅荷爾蒙啊，叫做 ghrelin。咁呢個荷爾蒙咧就令到你會成日諗住去食嘢嘅。咁你食嘅嘢嘅時候咧，就會食好多即係 chips 啊、cookies 啊啲東西，就令到糖高噏啦，你磅數高噏啦。同埋你亦都會係令到你係繼續去食嘢啦。咁希望你唔會做呢樣嘢咧，就唔會食到嘢咧，令到你咧係食嘢，只係你真係 body 需要食嘢，我係肚餓真係食嘢係充足你嘅營養嘅東西，咁 OK 嘅。咁當你呢樣嘢嘅時候咧，亦都唔會增加 extra 磅。如果你亂咁食咧，一定會磅數高。第二樣你一定糖會高，所以全部唔正。所以最好咧都係要7個鐘頭瞓覺，唔好瞓5個鐘啦。OK？ A lot of people would think that number 6. A lot of people would think that, wow, maybe I can be diet, not to eat breakfast. Maybe I skip lunch. Then my blood sugar will go down, my weight will go down. Is that really a good idea? No, not really. Reason is because when you have not, you should not starve yourself to try to skip meal, lower weight, and blood sugar. That is not a good stuff. The reason why is when you skip meal, breakfast, lunch, that result, you actually end up by eat more during the next meal because you're so hungry. On top of that, when you do that, you get your blood sugar fluctuate so bad. It's not a good, continuous maintaining good body function. So what you gotta do is eat smaller meal. For example, you don't want to eat a lot in breakfast. Well, eat a couple eggs or eat one egg. It's some avocado, smaller meal, but at least you have something there so it doesn't raise your blood sugar high. Sustain yourself at least 4 hours. So that is the most important because you have to have something, maintain your 4 hours of low carb, at least some nutrition. So that is a better way to keep yourself healthy rather you all the time do something like I will skip my meal, I don't eat, and then hope that will be good for you. That's not very true. Okay? 嗱，各位朋友，記住唔好話去整到自己唔食晏晝唔食早餐，以為我呢個咧唔食嘢咧我就令到我減糖啦。其實呢個好唔好啊？唔好啊，因為咧當你唔食嘢嘅時候，有個問題咧就係你會下一次會好餓，你好餓嘅時候可能仲更加食多啲，仲有嘅時候咧你個 body 好軟啊，冇晒力啊，好肚餓啊，咁其實咧對你身體亦都唔好嘅。如果你咁樣上落咧，你血糖又唔 good 啦。咁其實咧，每4個鐘頭係要食一啲嘢嘅。咁如果你唔想食咁多嘢啊，點啊？或者朝頭早食嘅雞蛋，一隻雞蛋，食啲生果，好似 avocado 啊啲東西咁夠咯。最咧，你有些少嘢俾你自己咧，係令到你身體咧能夠有充裕嘅營養啦，就唔會係令到你忽然間冇晒啊，好攰啊咁嘅。Sorry。Sorry about that. I have a little allergy today. So importantly, you always don't starve yourself. Importantly, you always will be able to continue with, you need to continue to eat something small amount, 4 hours for sure. Number 7. Oh, sorry. Let me change Chinese first. 嗱，千祈唔好你自己餓啦，4個鐘頭要食嘢。因為變咗補充你自己營養咧，好重要嘅。如果唔係咧，你唔夠嘢食嘅時候咧，你就會變咗係更加食多啲咧，係唔好嘅。And also when you drink food, fluid before meal is actually a very good practice. Why is that? First of all, you drink 8 ounces or 250 ml Lowsutea before meal. It allows you actually first lessen the sugar absorption into your bloodstream. So also with that 8 ounces or 25 ml, 250 ml of Lowsutea, actually make you feel a little bit full. So you eat less. So when you eat less, you lower your weight and blood sugar. Isn't that good? You kill many birds with one stone. Matter of fact, one of the clients was telling me her mom always say, son, drink water before you eat. And the son didn't know why you do that because you drink all these water, they get full, and then net result they eat less. And because my friend at that time was quite not too wealthy, so the mom basically helped them to say drink a lot of liquid before eat. That makes sense actually. So really, but you have Lowsutea, you have to drink 1 cup of Lowsutea before you eat anyway. So why don't you drink Lowsutea, 250 ml of Lowsutea before the meal, so you make you full. So secondly, you also satisfy your thirst, so you don't feel hungry because you are thirsty, you feel more hungry, eat more. And on top of that, during the meal, you're supposed to drink another 250 ml Lowsutea. It helps you to continue to moisten your mouth and continue to mix up your food. So you have all the function of Lowsutea, help you to prevent absorption and take the sugar out from the sugar and cholesterol and salt out the urine. So continue to drink the Lowsutea during the meal, help you full faster, result you eat less, and then you decrease your blood sugar and also your weight. The important is fill yourself with fluid 到 you feel full, then you eat less。嗱，各位同友，其實好重要咧，你未食嘢之前咧，要飲啲水啊。咁近陣時飲水啫，但係依家飲去糖茶啊嘛。你飲250毫升血糖咧，就令到你飲咗之後咧，你就覺得第一滿 full 啲啦，即係飽啲啦。咁你其實食少啲嘅，咁食少啲就咩啊？幫助你降低磅數啦，同埋亦都幫你降低血糖啦。咁其實咧好重要咧，如果你係飲咗去糖茶咧，你唔會口乾，口乾咧令到你肚餓多啲，咁咪食多啲喎，梗係唔好食咁多啲啦，係咪？咁如果你仲有一樣嘢咧，係食緊嘢嘅時候再飲250毫升嘅去糖茶。咁令到你咧，又係繼續去有濕嘢你嘅，令到更加飽滿快啲啦，同埋你食少啲啦，降低血糖啦，亦都降到磅數，亦都降低膽固醇，哇！全部都好嘢嘅，咁啊繼續做呢樣嘢 ，OK？ Number 8, you have to eat low calorie food and also deeper flavor food, okay? Now what's that mean? Because what happened when you are deeper flavor food, you will eat less because basically you taste the food, instead of getting more food, each flavor to satisfy your hunger or whatever, satisfy more, you get actually getting more taste, most likely eat less. One example is in my sandwich, if I have a very sharper taste cheddar cheese, instead of get 2 pieces of cheese, I'm using 1 piece of cheese. So you let 1 cheese less, then use lesser carbs, less calorie. Guess what? Your weight becomes lower. Okay, so keep in mind, eat sharper flavor food, more spice, and you eat less. 各位同學，第8個咧就係你食嘅低啲嘅卡路里嘅食物，同埋咧要食啲咩啊？要食啲深味啲嘅食物。因為當你食深味啲嘅食物咧，你 taste 到嘅食物你就唔會話食多啲嘅 taste 多啲，因為你食少啲嘅時候咧，咁你就當然係會降低你個磅數啦。咁食少啲 ，for example， 我譬如食個 cheese sandwich， 如果係食啲 cheese 係深味啲嘅話，咁我就食少1塊 cheese， 然之後2塊 cheese 夠味。咁呢個係有一個好 example 咧，令到係食少啲，食少啲 ，guess what？ 你係少啲嘅咩啊嘅磅數啦，同埋少啲卡路里啦。And you have to weight yourself every day, and you have to write it down. The reason why it down is it gives you a lot of encouragement. Say, wow, you know, today I'm 90 pounds, 120 pounds. Tomorrow I'm 119. I'm doing right things, so I continue to maintain my weight and make it moving down south, lower instead of going up. Okay. So always weight your daily weight, but you gotta weight it with the same amount of clothing, same time and same every morning, maybe 8 o'clock. That's what you weigh. Same, so you track it. Now, don't forget, weight will go up and down about 5 pounds. That's okay. Make sure you continue to lower down. You go up and come back down. Don't just keep going up, okay? And also, the write it down can give you a motivation because you see what you look going down. You see what you ate because you wrote down already what you ate going down. So that all help you to basically better understand what is your weight is going to be and how to control the diet and blood sugar. That will definitely help you to motivate you to continue to lower your process, okay? Lower your weight. 嗱，磅咧一定要每日咧去寫低你自己有幾多磅。同埋咧，點解你個磅數係計好嘅？因為當你係寫低咗同埋睇到磅數咧，因為好鼓勵性嚟嘅。你原來我琴日係120磅喎，咁今日119喎，哇幾好！繼續去降磅。咁同埋咧，你磅數咧每日咧係唔係每次磅嘅時候咧，有可能5磅裏邊咧係上落嘅，唔緊要，最緊係個 trend 係向下。咁同埋仲有咧。當你寫低嗰個時候咧，知道磅係計日單，咁你就知道你食咩係能夠降到磅啦，同埋咧控制你血糖。呢幾樣嘢咧係全部幫助你、鼓勵你咧係降低你嘅磅數同埋降低血糖嘅。And you have to play plan, and I think mentioned many times before, how you play plan is 1/2 vegetable, all vegetable, and 1/4 is your lean protein, and also lean fish. Meat and all that, and then 1/4 is your plate of like whole grain, brown and red rice. All these things will be make sure that you don't overeat with the starch and carbs. So net result, you can always plan a plate will be so much better. 嗱，每一餐咧，你個碟嘅計劃咧，一半係蔬菜啦，1/4係咩啊？魚啦、肉啦、雞肉啦，係瘦㗎，記住啊，唔係肥啊。雞皮冇咗啦，咁變咗咧，你就可能夠有個好嘅protein 啦，即係你嘅蛋白質又正仔啦，同埋仲有1/4咧，就係你全部係嗰啲低嘅碳水化合物嘅東西啦，好似紅米啊，同埋brown 咖啡米brown 米咧，係 mix 埋一齊煮都 OK 嘅。咁變咗嚟講咧，你可能夠咧令到你係食嘅嘢係好 balance 咧，又好 enjoy 咧，因為你嘅蔬菜係正嘅。咁啊，蔬菜咧就千祈唔好食嗰啲綠豆啊、peas 啊，即係綠豆啦，同埋唔好食嗰啲粟米啊，呢啲係全部肥嘅東西，同埋高starch 嘅東西就唔好食呢啲。但係 lettuce 係正嘅，係嗰啲食好多不同嘅 lettuce OK 嘅。咁呢個咧就係你個plan 嘅 plate 嘅計劃。Okay, number 11 is that you should not ever finish unfinished food. It's just like, wow, I'm gonna eat it up, and then you have overeat. And a lot of time, unfortunately, I think when we're young, your mom is like, "Why you gotta finish your plate? Even you have food, you gotta eat it." Okay, but don't put yourself a habit, because right now you don't need to necessarily finish your food. If you're 80% full, pack the rest. Save it for tomorrow. Save it for lunch. I do that all the time. Or I now go to a restaurant, I share with my wife. And that's the good stuff, because instead of one meal, I got to half, she ate half, I ate half. Wow, I still enjoy it because it's so good. So always pack unfinished good food instead of have to force yourself eat it all, because that will basically get you to overeat. So net result, if you overeat, you're going to increase your weight and your blood sugar is go up. It's all related. It's not good for you. So remember, don't overstuff yourself. Just pack it and save it tomorrow for lunch, okay? Or dinner, what is it? Or whatever, it doesn't matter. 嗱，千祈唔好咧，唔食完晒啲嘢咧，就要逼自己你要食埋其他嘅。嗱，呢個唔係一個好習慣。其實到80% 飽嘅時候咧，就應該 pack 咗啲食物，或聽日晏晝食佢啦，或者係聽晚餐咧都 OK 嘅。咁如果你做到呢樣咧，你就永遠唔會有 overeat 啦，同埋咧你血糖一定會係好嘅。呢個係一個好嘅習慣，唔好就食唔晒就 pack 埋佢啦 ，no good 慢慢留翻去聽日 ，OK？ And then you want to lower your sweet drinks. Now I know a lot of people has now been very popular with bubble drink, or when you go to the street, you buy soda. Man, all those things are bad for you. The soda is no good. So usually you want to cut down all the soda, high calorie or juice drink. I used to do the same thing really wrong, because I used to go up and on the airplane, I drank a big can of apple juice and also soda. I didn't realize at that time one can of soda is 320 calories. Wow, imagine that. And you are sat in a plane for 10 hours, you don't move. That's terrible. So do not do that. Don't drink all the sweet drink. And sweet drink is actually increase your sugar, increase your weight. What you can replace with the drink is maybe drink Lowsutea. Make it iced Lowsutea. Don't make it hot. Drink an iced tea. Matter of fact, one of the clients in US and also quite a few number of them now in different places have taught me, which I thought that was real good. You steep Lowsutea with 500 ml. In other words, it's 16 ounce hot water to steep Lowsutea, 16 ounce, and steep it for 10 or 15 minutes. Take out the bag, and then you add and let it cool, or you don't have to let it cool. That's okay. And add the soda water and other 500 ml or another 16 ounce. So net result now you have a soda water Lowsutea, and you taste like it's very good. And some of them they even put a lime in it, and it tastes like soda, and it satisfies you the typical soda, seasoning, sassy taste. So I thought that was a very good suggestion. And so do that to help you to feel that, this is something will be very unique. Actually, my son also did that for me. And I thought, wow, that tastes real good. He put 500 ml of soda water, plus after I make my tea, or 500 ml of water, which is 16 ounce, with hot water, made it, and I took it out and put soda water. It tastes very delicious. So try that yourself, please. And soda water has no sugar, so just with bubbling. So that would be good. 各位糖友，千祈唔好飲好多甜嘅東西，因為甜嘅東西係對你真係唔係咁 OK 啦，好似塊可樂啊、juice 啊，加磅再同埋加糖，對你嚟講係全部唔正仔。咁你要攞啲係低糖嘅東西俾你飲，咁最好就係咩啊？去糖茶啦。咁但係去糖茶啲人話我唔中意飲熱喎，要飲凍，冇問題，一樣嘅啫。咁我哋有好多朋友依家教我就係咩咧？用500毫升嘅熱水焗個血糖茶出嚟，然後之後咧掹咗個袋，然後咧就倒500毫升嘅 soda water 落去，咁你就可能夠做一個 soda water 去糖茶，好正 ，very good. So keep in mind, try that with the soda water, make ice, you love it. Put some lime on it too, and oh, excellent. Always select a restaurant that is healthy. For healthy food. Now, I know restaurant, a lot of time you go to a restaurant, might not have that. So select the restaurant for your choice, because most of the restaurants don't give you a lot of good food, right? They give you good tasting food, but very, very heavy and might not be that healthy. So you want to choose a restaurant serve like a lot of salad, high carbs, low carbs, but high protein products, a lot of vegetable, low fat, lean protein food. That will be very good for you. But instead of going to a restaurant, everything is high carbs. Like a pizza restaurant will be not good because all you eat is pizza is all high carb, high salt, and high sodium. So maybe less of that, but select a restaurant will serve a lot of salad, a lot of protein food, and more vegetable instead of just high carbs, potato, rice, that kind of stuff. So select a restaurant with that kind of menu, with more salad, vegetable, and low-fat, lean protein. And there are a lot of restaurants like that nowadays. Try to look for that. And that will actually be better for you instead of going out to eat, and then you screw yourself with all the high carbs and all that stuff, like a pizza, for example. 嗱，各位同學，去餐室食飯咧，真係要揾啲好啲嘅食飯嘅地方咧，能夠令到你咧係唔會係好似 Pizza Hut 嗰啲咁咧就麻麻地，因為嗰度好多 high carb，好多加落你啦。又係碳水化合物又好高啦，鹽又高啦，又肥胖高啦。咁反而去啲好啲嘅餐室咧，就係全部係多啲沙啲嘅餐室啦，多啲菜蔬嘅食物嘅餐室啦，同埋食多可以有好多魚靚魚俾你食啦，同埋好多係唔係咁肥嘅碳水蛋白質嘅食物啦。咁譬如好似瘦肉啲啊，或者食 steak 都 OK 㗎，都係 very good high protein 啊嘛。咁但係唔好咁肥嘅 protein 咪得咯。咁所以變咗嚟講咧，你揀個餐室咧對你嚟講係好有用嘅。So keep that in mind. Always try to get a good restaurant with good vegetable, salad, low fat, low lean protein instead of high fat, high protein, no good. Okay, but high fat, high sodium, and high carb restaurant, no good. Now, you really have to eat a lot of snack with veggie. A lot of people don't realize, what do you snack with veggie? Are you kidding me? No, many veggie snacks are very good. It's high fiber, and high nutrition, and low in carbs. Let me show you what it is. Like if you have celeries, you have only 3 grams carbs. You can actually eat lettuce also. Eat chopped up lettuce and eat it as a snack. It's only 2.9 carbs. You can actually put some broccoli. You can make a raw or even cooked broccoli. It's only 3.6 gram carb. Bell pepper is the same. It's nice, 5.3. Cauliflower, 3.2. Zucchini is 3.9 carb, 2.6 gram. All these are good veggie, and it's really good as a good a snack, because when you're hungry, you can chew a lot of salad. I didn't realize that until I need some snack, And why I choose celery is really good. Few one, you're filled up a lot of fiber, low carbs, and you're satisfied. And I ice it, I chill it. And when I eat it, it's so delicious. Now, also a lot of times you say, wow, I don't like veggie. Well, you can stir fry with garlic, with herb. So instead of with a butter oil, no butter oil. So you make it easy to eat with less butter and oil. So you are very delicious. So this really give a good choice of veggie and snack. OK， 嗱，各位同學記住咧，你食呢個小食嘅時候咧，你可以食好多菜嘅。原來第一你可以食呢個芹菜啦、西蘭花啦，或者係呢個甜嘅胡椒，紅色、白色嘅胡椒都 OK 嘅，同埋椰菜花啦，仲有係黃瓜啦，呢啲全部咧係可以咧係幫助你咧減低你嘅血糖，同埋再咧你卡路係低嘅。咁變咗嚟講，你食咗之後又可以有 fiber， 又可以減低你嘅血糖。咁亦都食少咗啲好多嘅卡路里嘅嘢 ，which is increase 你嘅磅數啦。咁如果食呢啲咧係降磅同埋降低血糖 ，so good，OK？、所以最好食嘅嘢全部係菜蔬嘅 snack 啊。So also you should also cook food with vegetable, with some seafood like shrimp and lean meat. Now, when you do that, actually make your food more interesting because you have more colorful. You have like a shrimp, you have a vegetable. Shrimp itself has less sugary thing. You cook it with garlic, it's very delicious. Meat is the same thing, but lean meat now makes raw vegetable. So instead of eating more pasta and rice, now you eat more vegetable instead. Wow, isn't that wonderful? So you can cook food with lots of veggie, seafood with seafood with shrimp. You want it more expensive, get lobster also, lean meat. Wow, that will make a meal so good. 嗱，各位朋友，因為如果你煮嘢咧五顏六色係會令到你食啲嘢係開心啲嘅。咁最好咧就揾啲海鮮啦，好似 for example 蝦啦，或者係加啲菜落去啦煮啦。咁煮嘅時候咧就唔好煮好多飯啊，或者係意大利粉啊，但係咧用多啲菜嚟煮咧就 very good。咁變咗嚟講，你又降低咗你血糖，同埋降低你嘅磅數，亦都降低你嘅卡路里。OK。Now, it's so important to eat nuts, seed, veggie, eggs, and other things that will help you to satisfy instead of just eating chips and cookies. Because chips and cookies are salt, increase your body salt, which increase your blood pressure. And also cookies, the same thing, calories. So don't really eat a lot of sweet cookies and chips. Instead of you will eat more nuts, like for example, you have peanuts, almond nuts, and also you can eat more veggie, salmon, non-sweet yogurts, eggs. All these can able to satisfy hungry, but not in a sense move yourself upward with all the sugary salt item. So especially in a snack or even breakfast, that will be excellent for you. So keep that in mind, okay? 嗱，各位同學，我哋要食多啲任何嘅腰果啊、種子啊、菜啊。如果肚餓可以食隻雞蛋，烚熟雞蛋啦，咁就係滿足你自己肚餓。咁就千祈唔好食薯片或者餅乾，呢啲全部唔正仔嘅東西 ，because 呢啲東西咧係令到你會係肥胖啦，同埋加重你嘅磅數。OK， 所以變咗嚟講，記住就係食多啲 nuts 即係腰果啊、almond 啊，即係杏仁啊。同埋菜蔬嘅東西，咁令到你咧唔會肚餓，就係雞蛋啊嗰啲東西會係 better than 食啲cookies 啊，或者係食一啲嘅chips 啊嗰啲。OK， so another thing that psychologically you really kind of tell yourself, wow, I'm full because you put a smaller plate instead of a 10-inch plate or 12-inch plate. You use a 9-inch plate because you know why? 9-inch plate give you only 22% less food than a 12-inch plate. So when the plate is full, you know what? You thought that, wow, that's a lot of food. So the body tell you, you will tell yourself that, oh, I'm very full. Actually, it's just a smaller plate already psychologically give you the idea that you can eat less carb, less calorie you are consuming with a smaller plate. So use small plate as a way of psychologically affect you to say, wow, that's a lot of food, right? So, and if you can minus 22% of food, that means minus 22% of your weight potentially you can consume. OK， 大家朋友，如果你有個12寸點咧 versus 一個9寸點咧，其實你擺少咗22% 嘅食物喺裏邊嘅。但係喺心理裏邊咧，你就覺得好多食物，咁你食少咗嘅時候咧，咁你自然你個磅數咪降低啦，係咪？咁呢個係一個好方法嚟嘅，令到你係食少啲。So you should 繼續係食一個細碟9寸碟 rather than 大碟，然後俾多啲食物喺裏邊。咁食少啲咧，就自然個磅數會低啲嘅。And also, as I said, cut off all the chips and cookies as a snack. Imagine 28 ounces of chips is give you 149 calories, 50 grams of carbs, and then 9.2 grams of fat. Versus if you put popcorn, which is not very fatty, it's only 180 calories, 18 grams of carbs versus 50 grams of carbs. So the selection of the snack is so important. Like you don't want to get more donuts because that will give you another 100 grams of carbs. Forget it. So get things that snack is really going to be lower carb, lower calories, right? So that's what you got to do. 嗱，最好咧就唔好食咁多 chips 啦，或者餅啦、cookies 啦，因為呢啲咧全部係好高卡路里同埋高呢個碳水化合物個 carbs 嘅。變咗嚟講咧，你其實如果食一個 chips 28 gram 嘅一袋 chips 啦，你增加咗149個卡路里咧，仲有50 gram 嘅 carbs。versus 如果食爆谷咧，只係108個卡路里，18 carbs， 咁咪幾好喎，係咪？減咗一波你1倍以上嘅 carbs，why not， right？ 咁記住咧，唔好食呢啲啊。And very important, you have to eat breakfast because you don't eat breakfast, you don't have enough protein, high fiber. Net result, you will feel hungry. Next meal, you eat more. So very important, you have a good eating habit of good protein and eat breakfast. And a breakfast will consist of high protein product like eggs, high fibers like nuts, yogurt, and some oatmeal. So you are oats product. These are high fiber products. So you should have that. And certainly you have to drink Lowsutea because you supposedly do breakfast. You drink 500 ml Lowsutea. That result bring down blood sugar. And like I drank Lowsutea this morning, my blood sugar came down to how much? Hold on. My blood sugar 5.9. Isn't that great? 5.9. That's me. My blood sugar is around 105 or so. So very good. So really drinking Lowsutea make all the difference. So keep that in mind. Make sure to do that. 食早餐好緊要嘅。點解食早餐好緊要咧？就因為食早餐咧一定有好嘅高質素嘅蛋白質啦、纖維啦，同埋咧要令到你係呢個營養好高嘅。咁有咩係好啊？食雞蛋啦、腰果啦、yogurt 啦，但係 yogurt 唔甜嘅 yogurt 啦，係谷嘅東西啦，好似 cereal 嘅東西啦，或者 oatmeal 啦，好正。咁最緊要飲去糖茶，因為你每日你朝頭早應該飲500個 ml 嘅去糖茶，咁先能夠令到你血糖降低嘅。好似我今朝飲血糖咧，飲咗之後咧，你嘅 what 我嘅血糖咧係只係得翻5點幾嘅，即係105咁上下啦，所以好嘅，好正係咪？ And in order for you to do all that, you always have to exercise. Exercise continue to provide burn up your excess sugar and also continue to bring up your lower your calorie. And you have to work at least 10,000 steps per week, 10,000 per day times 5 times a week. So you have to walk 10,000 steps per day 5 times a week. And you do it after meal, not before meal. Now, you say, I don't walk. You can dance, yard work, clean house. Any activity will do. Just keep moving, keep doing it. Will lower your blood sugar and weight. And every minute you move, it counts. Instead of just sit there, watch TV. That will be the worst thing you do, okay? And the worst thing is you watch TV and also pump yourself with a lot of sweet beverage, snack, cookies, that even worse. I have a friend actually do that. And I actually asked him to say, hey, can you stop that? And he actually stopped. And you know what? Just stopping watching TV, eating sweet, and do more things, he lost 5 pounds. And he started realizing, I feel much better. So I got to encourage him more to do more. But I mean, right now it's just 5 pounds, but it's a start. It's a good. So let's do that. And I said, you got to walking more. You got to walk. And he doesn't have like walking. So that's something we have to further work with him. So very important, in order to lose weight and lower your blood sugar, has to walk, has to move, has to exercise. You don't walk to dance, yard work, anything you do, move. That's the way to do it, okay? 各位糖友，記住做咩都好咧，好重要咧，一定要係 exercise， 要行1萬步係 good 嘅。如果行1萬步 very good， 5日每日行5天 ，OK？ 仲要係食完嘢你先去行喎，唔好食嘢之前喎，因為未食嘢之前你行咧，你 body 話你唔夠糖咧，佢噴啲糖出嚟嘅，咁啊令到你更加多糖嘅血液裏唔正仔，所以一做運動一定係 after 食嘢先做運動 ，OK？ 咁就話咧去跳舞啊，或者係 yard work 啊，或者 clean house 啊，去掃啊，全部呢啲嘢係好嘢嚟嘅，唔係差嘅，繼續做，因為咧做呢啲咧。就能夠降磅，好過你就係坐喺度睇電視，或者坐喺度睇電視食咩啊？甜品啊，哇嗰啲就好差啦。OK。Now, a lot of people say, "Gee, I don't know when should I start. Maybe I should start later." No, you must start anything you do. Start now. Control your weight is not by planning so much yet. You just start to do everything. Lose weight control program. Do it now. Start whatever time that you think that you can do now will be good. Like for example, well, today I can, after dinner, I go do some walking. That's fine. Do that. Now, you might not be able to walk 10,000 steps, but you can start maybe 3,000 steps. After you finish walking comfortably, you can try again for 5,000 steps next few days. Until you reach that, you go again with 7,000 steps. Until you do that, and within 3 months, you know what? Bang, I did 10,000 steps 5 times a week. The key is you write it down, create a goal, keep writing it down and see you achieve it. That will be the most important. So you just start slowly, start now, rather than not to start at all and wait to the right timing. There are no more right timing. It's always best to start as soon as you can. So 第21個嘅 tips 咧就係做咩都好，你一定要即刻依家做啦，唔好話等到遲啲先做。同埋仲有咧，做呢樣嘢嘅時候咧，你就可以咧係繼續去做，同埋咧就用啲細啲嘅目標，或者你唔中意行多，行3000個 step 先，然後4000個、5000個，然後遲啲6000個、7000個，再係3個月裏邊咧做10000個，咁你就達到啦。但係寫低佢。寫低佢嘅時候咧，就令到你可以知道我真係做唔做到。So very important, always remember, start now, and then with smaller goal, make sure you achieve it, keep moving up until you reach your big goal, 10,000 steps in per day for 5 days a week. So that will be my real good suggestion. Now, next slide is a very important slide. Can everybody copy this? Oh, sorry. I will give you some time to take a picture, and I'll put it down in here for you guys to copy. Can you see this? Can you guys copy this? Let's see. So what I will do is you can copy this, take a picture. Let me explain this, why this is an important thing to have. Now, first of all, I will measure myself every meal before I eat and after I eat. Now, you can't do all that, at least breakfast, dinner, you measure before and after. So you have a baseline already. So that will be really good to do that, okay? And secondly, you will have write down what kind of food you eat. And then you have to write down, do you ever exercise? At the end of the day, you also write down your daily weight right here and the comments, what you have done good or bad, or whatever comments you want to put in here. And here you have a walk, how many steps you walk. You write down the whole week, how many walk you have done. 1 walk, 2 walk, 3 walks. And then also write down how many steps you have. I have 10,000 steps, add it up all up every week, every day. So net result, you have an idea, wow, did I make 20,000 steps, 30,000 steps, that kind of stuff. Instead of say 30,000, just 30K will be good. So you have something you can able to do that. With this is a tracking to say what's your blood sugar, what are food you eat, and also what you exercise, and also what your weight. So this is a real good way because there are 4 weeks here, and you can always continue to track from Monday to some Sunday to Saturday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. You have everything in here to give you a whole week. So this is a very good way of tracking yourself all the way through, whether it's real good. So do actually copy this, and then hopefully that you can able to track yourself with that will be a good thing to do. So in conclusion, pre-diabetic, diabetic client need to lower the weight and lower the blood sugar, right? Everybody have that. And that's 21 tips to process to lower the blood sugar to lower blood sugar, and also the amount of food intake, and do exercise, and then achieve lower blood sugar level and meeting a weight target. And we'll talk about that already with a chart that you have to write it down. I show this to you. This is how you write it down. So you got to do that. 嗱，各位糖友，好重要咧！我哋前期患病或者我哋糖尿患病者咧，我哋需要係降低我哋磅數，係咪？咁降低個磅數咧，要降低個糖啦，同埋我哋降低我個磅啦。咁我裏邊今日咧俾咗21個 tips 俾你，點能夠食嘅嘢少啲，同埋咧點 exercise， 同埋咧點能夠降低血糖，同埋咧搣到即係達到你嘅磅嘅目標嘅。咁頭先有個 chart 講咗咧，就你未食嘢之前咧，就有你度血啦、血糖啦，食嘢之後血糖啦，一日度4次啦，或者冇咧就係朝頭早夜晚都做呢樣就好好啦。你食乜嘢啦，同埋 exercise 幾多個步啦，你話行咗1萬步或者3000步，寫低佢啦，日日寫低佢，咁變咗遲啲咧你就會知道，哇！一個禮拜做咁多步。同埋再寫你每日嘅磅數幾多，呢度因為每日寫磅數嘅。咁當你做呢樣嘢嘅時候咧，就有一個好鼓勵咧，令到你繼續咧係會能夠令到你係睇到自己減磅啊。譬如呢個今日呢個禮拜190嘅，呢個係1919嘅。咁你每日做呢樣嘢就覺得好正喎。咁我亦都俾咗咧喺我個 喺個 chart 嗰度咧寫咗呢個點去 download 你個。呢個 link 啊，咁你就可以收到呢個 chart 嘅 ，OK。咁如果你再需要咧，寫個地址俾我就寄俾你都得嘅。So we talk about the chart and you saw the link on the chat. So make sure that you copy that link. And also in the summary, you basically need to write down what you eat. You have to eat slowly. You have to write down emotional journals so you know what upset you, and you have to handle those stress. You have to cook weekly, at least have a planned menu. Everything you eat, you know what you're eating. You have to have 7 hours sleep versus less than that. 5 hours not enough. You do not skip meals, like you do not skip breakfast or lunch. Because you want to lose weight, it's not a good idea. You should always eat the full meal. And also you have to have 250 ml of Lowsutea before your meal, so you can lower your blood sugar, coat your gut so the sugar doesn't go in, but also help you to feel fuller, so eat less. You want to have deeper flavored food, more spice food, so you actually taste the food, so eat less to get the taste, so eat less. You have to weigh yourself every day, and plate planning, half vegetable, 1/4 is lean meat, and also lean meat and also protein. and also your carbs with like beans, red rice, and brown rice. And also you have to not to finish. If you're 80% full, don't force yourself to eat the rest just to finish up. Pack it for tomorrow, for lunch, for dinner. 嗱，各位同友，頭先講咗好多嘢，有一個 tips 咧。第一個就寫低食乜嘢，第二個咧慢慢食，第三個咧，如果你覺得自己係情緒唔係咁正咧，寫低佢，同朋友傾下偈，同埋咧一個禮拜咧全部所有嘅 menu 知道晒食乜，一日瞓7個鐘頭，唔好 skip meal， 同埋咧要飲250毫升嘅Lowsutea before 食嘢之前。點解咧？因為呢個咧係 coat 咗心入啲糖唔會入血管裏邊。第二，令到更加飽，咁你食少啲，同埋食啲嘢要深味啲嘅，咁就幫助你咧，唔會令到你嘅食嘢咧係會食多啲先感覺個 taste， 同埋咧你每日要磅自己，仲有個 plate 俾你咧，一般係全部菜蔬啦，1/4就係食你嘅 protein 啊嗰啲東西啦，1/4就係食你碳水化合物嘅東西，好似 beans 啊或者穀類嘅。就千祈唔好咧，食唔晒都要食埋佢，咁你呢個就弊家伙啦 ，overeat 啦。So also number 12, you don't want to eat many sweet drinks anymore. You want to eliminate that. No juice, no cokes, sweet soda, no more. You want to eat healthy restaurant, a lot of salad restaurant with a lot of salad, and you want to eat veggie snack and cook more food with vegetable and seafood. You want to eat a lot more nuts, seeds, veggie, eggs, smaller serving plates so you can feel that, wow, I think I eat a lot, it's full. And then cut off the chips and cookie and don't skip breakfast because breakfast is very important. And you exercise, continue exercise, continue to move where you can put 10,000 steps. The last but not least, you start now, don't wait because wait is not going to be good. So in conclusion, 重要啦，就係你千祈全部嗰啲甜嘅飲品咧，除開咗佢啦，同埋咧就唔好食咁去啲 restaurant 要有好健康食物嘅 restaurant 好啲好嘅就係 Pizza Hut 啊嗰啲東西咧，全部食嗰啲甜高碳水化合物嘅東西或者係鹽啦，唔好去呢咁嘅 restaurant 啦。咁同埋咧就要食多啲菜蔬嘅小食啦，同埋咧食最好咧就食炒菜啊，全部有啲多啲顏色嘅東西，同埋有啲海產嘅食物，好似蝦嗰啲咧，令到係少calorie，但係咧又夠營養，好多 protein。咁食多啲腰果啊，雞蛋啊，如果肚餓食呢啲，唔好食cookie嗰啲。咁同埋一個碟咧係要9寸碟，唔好食個大碟，咁令佢以為話好多食好多啦。咁全部啲 cookies 啊、chips 啊唔好食啦，就唔好話唔食早餐，唔食早餐其實有陣時害咗你嘅，因為你會食多啲嘅最後。咁然後咧就繼續去 exercise， 繼續每個盡量去食，去達到1萬步 exercise， 係食完嘢之後先去做啊，唔係前先去做啊。咁然後最後咧就幾時開始啊？依家開始，唔好遲啲開始。So I hope today, I know it took a little longer, sorry about that. I'll give you an overall how these 21 tips help you to lower your weight and lower your blood sugar. I hope that will be helping you to give you a better idea, to give you a overall better idea to help you to lower your weight and lower blood sugar. Now, thanks, Eugene. He has a good question. Is that how do I know if it is good weight loss versus natural healthy weight loss? And okay, let me answer the first question. 嗱，Eugene 好開心啊，次都係佢問好多好嘅 question 嘅。佢話你點知係有一個叫好嘅跌磅同埋唔係你係即係我諗佢講咧就係點能夠咩叫好嘅磅數咧？咁係咪？咁同埋有咩嘅好嘅healthy weight loss 即係變咗你唔會跌得太低啦？我諗係佢咁問啦。嗱，首先第一咧就係你每一次減磅咧由5磅咁減好啲，5磅啊5 pound。 咁變咗嚟講咧，磅數減嘅時候咧，你會磅得係特別好啲嘅，即係你5磅，然後再加5磅，就唔好講話我一講飽好多，尤其是一減20磅唔 good 嘅呢樣嘢 ，OK。So is really healthy weight loss should be every 5 pounds, 5 pounds, 5 pounds. So net result of that, you will lose 5 pounds first, and you go to the next stage another 5 pounds. Rather you drop your pound in 20 pounds in about a month. That is not good because your body will have difficult adjustment. Your weight will continue to slowly, healthy weight loss will be more on a gradual, maybe 1 month, 1 pound versus of 1 month, 5 pounds. That's not good. Okay, keep that in mind. And any diet to recommend it for weight loss. Now, weight loss diet, basically, you should actually eat more veggie, less calorie. If you can able to do 1,500 calorie and you do 10,000 steps, I can pretty sure you will have good weight loss. So you eat vegetable, protein like eggs, fish, and also lean meat. That will help you on that. And the amount of calorie is 1,500 calorie. Okay, and so that will be better. Now, why plant? The next question is why plant-based food is better than meat and fish. Now, because plant-based food is actually less what? Lot of calorie, not only a lot of less calorie, but also less cholesterol and fat. Okay, so you want to eliminate more cholesterol and fat. Plant-based food is better. 如果你係好多係食物係用 veg 嚟做咧，你冇咗膽固醇同埋肥啊 fat 啊，咁所以呢個係一個好食物嚟嘅，所以繼續食嘢啊 ，OK。咁同埋咧就有個問題咧就係如果我食嘅 diet 有咩 diet 可能夠叫好嘅減肥 diet 咧？最緊要食嘅 diet 係每日你加埋晒所有卡路里係1500個卡路里，咁同埋你做 exercise 咧，多數你磅數咧就會慢慢落嚟啦 ，OK？ 咁你就1500個卡路里磅數就有 exercise 啦，食嘅嘢就唔愛肥啦，去係愛多 protein 嘅東西，食多 vegetable 啦，呢個 OK 嘅。Last question is what soup you recommend? Veggie soup is very good. 咩湯好咧？菜湯 is very good。飲菜湯唔係飲忌廉湯，菜湯好似番茄湯啊 OK 啦，或者雜菜湯 OK 啦。So it's good to eat. Minestrone soup is very good. No cream soup, like for example, thick chicken, creamy chicken soup, is not very good. Okay. Well, thank you very much for all the questions you asked. You guys are always so good to me. Ask a lot of good, challenging questions. I appreciate it. One more thing. When you say soda water, is it sparkling water? Okay, one question from Gordon Lee. Yes, sparkling water is what I'm talking about. The question was, if we mix Lowsutea with soda water, actually it's sparkling water. There's no sugar inside. It's sparkling water. There's only gas inside. So net result, your tea will become gaseous and will taste very, very neat because now it tastes like soda, but it has no sweet. And if you add some lime in it, it tastes extremely well. 你個好 question. Thanks, Gordon. That's a very good question. 有個問題咧，阿 Gordon 喺美國嘅，夏威夷嘅，咁佢就話咧係咩？係咪呢個叫 sparkling water 咧？就係嗰啲一樽嘅水裏面咧有梳打水，但係唔甜嘅，冇糖嘅。咁呢個咧係幫你係繼續咧係撈嗰個去糖茶咧，就令到個茶咧好似飲呢個汽水一樣。咁但係裏邊咧係冇糖嘅，同埋你加啲 lime 落去好飲嘅。So thank you very much, Gordon, for clarification. It's not a sweet soda water, it's a sparkling water. That's what I'm talking about. I should change my slides to say sparkling water. And that will help you to actually taste the tea just like a soda, but no sweet. And especially add some lime in it, it tastes delicious. Okay, thank you very much for all the questioning. I think you guys are very attentive participant. I appreciate people from Hawaii, appreciate people from Los Angeles, Vancouver, Philippines, Hong Kong, Malaysia. We have a lot of different people today. I appreciate everybody. 多謝各位朋友喺香港、夏威夷不同地方嚟聽我哋個講座。Sorry if today is a little longer, but I think you hope you can gain a lot more insight how to lose your weight and lower blood sugar. So let's go do it now. Thank you very much. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.